It's Jessie May. It's Park. We knit and we knat and we chit and we chat and we knit and we knat and we chit and we chat and we knit and we knat and we chit and we chat and we knit and we knat and we chit and we chat and we knit and we knat and we chit and we chat.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 7.
It's Jessie May.
It's Park.
We knit.
We knat.
We chit.
We chat.
Welcome to our web show.
Welcome to our web show.
My home.
From the castle in the sky, also known as Jessie May's home.
That's what it is.
It is what it is.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the chat.
Hi, Ava.
Sorry, let
Hi,
me
Dan.
move this over so Jessie can see a
Hi,
little better.
Kate. Hi, Nicole. Hi.
Hi.
Panda Bear.
Orange Panda.
Orange Panda.
Happy Virgo season, everybody. Do we have any Virgos in the chat?
I love Virgos. Probably my favorite sign.
What? That is so fake of her to say that right now because, first of all, what about Leos? What about Geminis? What about Taurus?
I like all of those signs, but you know what? If somebody just said, what's your favorite sign? I would say Virgo. Historically, it's been the case.
Okay. Historically, what has been the case for me, unfortunately, is I have talked a lot of crap about Virgo. However, I want to say this. I'm coming better to terms with the importance of Virgo energy, and more so, what I did not really realize is Virgo season is one of my favorite seasons. The back to school vibe, the cozy, getting your school supplies, getting your life back in order, fall. So
She's such a good girl.
I am such a good girl.
I like school time.
I love school. I wish I could go back.
I like to buy markers.
Yeah, I do. I love to buy new school supplies and get my planner all in order.
You do. I was looking at my planner the other day, the one that, I got. And I just think it's funny. It's like each month I have...
You start off strong or something?
No, Park has her planner, and the way she lays it out, it's like, here's what we have this month, and then here's all of the days for the month. And then several pages after of the stuff she's taking notes about during the month. Mine are laid out in the same way, except it's just my tasks and my days, and I'm never writing anything down after that. So it's just like consecutive.
Whatever works for you.
It's never been in my nature to write things down. I keep it in here, which isn't great, but...
It's not great. It gets too full up here.
It does.
How are you supposed to keep all your other
especially in my
stuff?
Old age. I need to just be better about my routine.
I'm glad you said it and not me.
It's true. My mind is not what it used to be. What can I say?
What can you say? We wanted to shout out some famous Virgos in our lives. I will start off by shouting out Jessie's brother, Jordan.
Thank you, Park.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday to my brother today, actually. My brother
happy
is
birthday,
41.
Jordan.
My little baby brother is 41. It scares me.
Doesn't he have a lot of Virgo?
My brother is a Virgo sun, a Pisces moon, and a Virgo rising. We both have Pisces moons. But he's a double Virgo. And I think his Venus and Mars are also in Virgo, if I remember correctly.
Nice.
That's kind of scary, but...
Nice.
His wife is a Sag.
We love a Sag.
No, but it's really funny. They're very different.
Very different.
Very different. Yeah. Do you want to go second?
Well, I already went first.
Oh, Caden's parents.
Oh, perfect. Yes. Shout out to
Tim.
Caden's parents. Both of them are Virgos.
We love that.
That's Caden's cousin, Grace.
Grace, also a Virgo.
Also a Virgo.
A lot of Virgos.
Yeah. Colin Morgan, one of my friends.
A Virgo.
A Virgo. What about you?
My best friend growing up, Carrie. I mean, still one of my best friends.
Happy birthday,
me,
Carrie.
Best friend is a category. And I have many best friends.
Yeah.
But Carrie, happy birthday on August 31st. And my forever Virgo. I've always gravitated towards Virgos. And I've always gotten along really naturally well with them.
Yeah, I think for me, it was having to heal my own
Virgo-ness.
My own Virgo-ness, my own perfectionist, and all of that, and also against all my air signs, it's kind of, sometimes I'm like, must we do every detail like this, or can we sometimes just go for it? And come to find out,
Yeah.
when I was like building the breakfast nook with Caden's dad, a Virgo, we worked very well together. However, the moments when my Gemini would come through and I would be like, oh, that's close enough, and he would be like, no, I don't think you understand. It really needs to be exact. And we learned that the hard way. I think he couldn't like fight me on every single moment of it where I was like, that's good enough, or yeah, this'll work. But then also it helped when he would get too stuck in like it being exact, and I was like, we got to move on to the next step. And sometimes that was necessary.
Well, it's funny that you say that is opposing to your perfectionist tendencies, because it seems like you would be exacting or like really want to be precise.
I want to be precise about certain things,
I see.
but like when it comes to sewing, a lot of you have seen my seams before. When it comes to crafting, building things, that is not somewhere that I feel any sort of perfectionism.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I feel it. Well, maybe I love Virgos because that part in me isn't healed and I don't want it to be.
Yeah. There's a world where I would guess you were a Virgo.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're very precise. You like things you're very detail
I'm particular.
oriented.
And
very particular.
Yes. But I'm not going to get a planner out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll make the plan, but it's
enough.
because like nobody else is making it. But that's my Capricorn Mercury.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I love Virgos. Shout
All
out
that
to
to
every
say,
Virgo.
shout out to the Virgos. Shout out to Virgo season.
Shout out to all famous Virgos.
All famous Virgos. I'm sure we missed a lot, but if you're in the chat and you're a Virgo, we want to wish you happy birthday.
We love you, especially me.
We
Mark.
also.
Not
I
so
love
much.
your season a lot.
Your season is so cool.
So good. I love it. It's cozy. It's fun. We have not introduced ourselves.
I'm Jessie May Martinson of Jessie Made Designs.
And
That's the most normal I've ever done it.
Yeah. And I'm Park Williams of Park and Knit
Designs.
And everyone can also thank Jessie today for the corset top that she is wearing, if you're so inclined.
If you want to.
I wanted to thank you. And I promise I'm going to keep my eyes up here.
Unlike some people at Wisconsin Wool and Sheep and Wool last weekend.
Yeah. Something about just navigating the world with Jessie May is noticing all the people who truly cannot control their eyes. And there were people specifically one person at the Wisconsin Sheep and Wool Festival that Jessie and I were both speaking to. And she just kept she was like this.
No, it would be like direct eye contact for a minute and then immediate, like, sustained eye contact with my nipples.
Control yourselves, people.
I will say, I mean, I'm used to being stared at.
Yeah.
For boob reasons. However, the worst perpetrators are not who you think they would be. The worst perpetrators are like 80-year-old women.
Yeah.
And it's not even in a judgmental way. It's like they are filled with awe. And you'd think they have seen
enough,
it all.
Truly. I
just had a different reaction.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always somebody I'm having a very engaging conversation with, and they're trying to like, you can see them trying to do the math of like, you know, like meshing what I am saying with what my boobs look like. So that's probably a common experience.
It sure is.
Interacting with me.
It sure is.
Anyway.
Shall we start our show?
Yeah. Let's do it. Good one, babe.
I agree.
I'm feeling like orders of business are going to go.
We're honestly going to try. Let's try to do a little bit of snappy. Happy birthday to Monica's son, who is a Virgo.
Happy birthday to Monica's son.
Happy birthday.
We love him because he's a Virgo. I love him because he's a Virgo. Park?
I'm still wishing him happy birthday.
Loves his season.
Okay, our orders of business for tonight, in a snappity way, are in the Knit Knat section. We're going to talk about what we're working on and all of that good stuff, but we also are going to cover our hyper-local fiber festival tour, okay, consisting of two whole stops.
Mm-hmm. And in the chit-chat section, we'll be talking about the most important thing to happen.
Truly why we called you all here tonight.
Survivor Australia versus the world.
Survivor Australia versus the world. The
That's all
finale
we wanna
has
talk
aired.
about.
We will tell you when we get to that section. So those of you who don't want
Yes.
spoilers, honestly, we cannot stress enough that everyone needs to watch this season.
We can also not stress enough, if you don't want spoilers,
That's what I'm saying.
don't
is
listen.
You need to watch
Maybe
this
you don't
season.
want
So
spoilers.
maybe turn off Knit Nat Chit Chat when we start talking about Survivor.
Stop being so obsessed with
Because
us.
one thing about us, we are not going to be able to censor ourselves during that part
No,
to
we're not.
avoid spoilers. We're going to need to get it all out and talk about it because it was life-changing, I would say.
It was really something, I'll say that much. Not to spoil.
Not to spoil.
much.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. No. Okay.
Okay, what's everybody knitting?
What is everybody knitting? Because now we are at the knit nat
portion.
section. Knit nat portion.
10 people
or
tell us.
section.
Are there even 10 people here?
I don't know. Let's just say, if you guys can you please tell us what you are knitting? And in the meantime, we will tell you what we are
we're
knitting.
I'll keep an eye on the chat to find out what you're up to.
Okay.
I love your little project bag.
Me
Matches
too.
you so well.
Oh, wow. We've talked about this before. Okay. What I'm knitting is not that exciting, but it also is very
Patrol.
exciting.
I need a lot of ear patrol today. My hair is not.
Okay.
Clean.
It looks so fun in
Oh
the
my
light.
God, that
it
is
not as
fun.
neon as it's showing. I wish it was. But these are the RibRib socks from James and Watts.
Cute.
I got this from Yarnify. The RibRib socks are so gushy. I'm not saying anything that I haven't already said to James's face, and he knows this. They are a bit tedious because just the toe part, doing the ribbing, I personally can't zoom as fast as I want to, but the payoff of how nice, stick your hand in there.
I mean, I love a rib sock. Yes, it feels very nice.
It's going to be
You
so
are such a tight knitter.
nice. I am.
That
And that's
is-
also why I don't zoom
That
very
is the
much.
tight fit. I'll say that much. I don't find that rib socks take any longer than regular socks.
That's because you're so fast.
I know, but
Well, it does take longer. Look at how much longer I have to knit it.
see, for me, my rib gauge is always like bigger, and I don't know why.
Well, mine
It
is too
so
usually,
tight.
but
I've never felt ribbing that tight before.
I am super excited to actually have these to wear. I have done the heel today, and now I just have to do one more heel on this one. And that is all I'm knitting, except for I did just shop Jessie's sock stash to give myself
A great
my
shop.
next sock, which
Isn't
is going to
that
be
a
this.
fun combo. I have this like weird Star Wars color-y looking yarn.
So this is going to self-stripe, as you can tell, and then this will be the toes and the heels, and I'm so excited. This one I'll just do as a regular sock.
It reminds me of like
No ribbing.
beach hut, hot pink bathing suit vibe. On the beach in a hot pink bathing suit.
Okay, perfect.
Just how I like to imagine you.
True, babe. And a lot of times you don't even have to imagine it.
I don't have to imagine it, and soon
That's
I
what
will
I'm knitting. Other people are knitting. Crumpet cardigan.
A
Thank you.
crumpy. We have a
Two
crumpy.
crumpies.
2 crumpies.
Okay, grid gamut cowl.
I will say that when I posted the crumpy cardi the other day, many people wrote and said, "What is that adorable sweater?" And
Excuse
you
me,
know what?
people. Hello. I already posted it.
Post so many times. You can get it on parkandknit.com.
Great gingham raglan.
Love that.
Oh,
Thank
two
you.
great
Thank you for
gingham
some respect.
raglans. That is cute.
Great gingham raglan gang. Should I write
Rise
another version of it top down? Probably yes, with shaping.
There's a few
With
that I
neck
want to do that
shaping.
too. Okay, Little Witch Set by Susan B. Anderson. Cute. I wonder what that is. I don't know what it is, but it sounds
Cute because Susan B. Anderson makes the cutest little. She's the
Yeah,
stuffy
she's the one that
lady, yeah.
did the stuffies and my first ever sock I ever knit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cute everybody. Oh, Jessie, what are you knitting?
I'm knitting new design
Even
dropping.
new to me.
This I am going to release hopefully in January. It is called the shoe sweater, as in like shoe pastry, And it is in Lamb and Kid Birdie.
Cute.
And it's going to be a boat neck, top down, dolman sleeve sweater.
Can you tell the class, definitely not me, because I super know what that is, what dolman sleeves are?
It's just a sleeve that kind of has an exaggerated
Oh, yes.
drop, and it kind of it like is included in part of the body in a way. It's so this is knit across the entire wingspan, and it's kind of shaped like this.
Will it be
It's
long
similar
sleeve?
to a bat wing, but a bat wing is kind of more dramatic and
Triangle,
goes all the way
yeah.
down.
Okay.
Yes, this is the cast on is 56 inches. It's like the entire span of
Cute.
the arm, and then there are short rows to shape the neck because it's going to be a boat neck, but it's going to be, it's going to have a little bit of a drop because I don't like when there's no shaping at all. But it's going to be same front and back, and then I will probably add short rows, or I'll probably add bustards.
Is this doubled or no?
No, it's
Oh,
single.
It's just theirs is.
And
Gorge. Let me hold
and then
it.
I have like I'm doing I think a little cabled ribbing at the bottom.
Oh, that would be pretty.
And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I have not done this specific. I haven't done a dolman before, so it's like kind of a new grading block, I guess. So we'll see how it goes, but I don't know. It looks good so far. We'll see.
Sure
I'm knitting in
does.
my size, so
Cute.
we'll see. And I will probably launch the test for that when we get back from our vacation that we will leave on soon, and like I said, release in January. So
Love it.
hopefully.
Are you also going to knit some socks?
I'm also going to knit some
Show
socks.
your colorway that you.
This-
Jessie also
I
shopped
shopped
her
my
own
own
sock stash.
And if I finish the sweater on vacation, which maybe I will, I have this from Haverland. Potomac sock yummy sushi pajamas. What a cute name.
That is
Isn't
really
this pretty?
cute.
I love the black and the white.
Me too.
It's so elegant and beautiful. And then I think I'm just going to do a white toe and heel.
Classic.
And then I have one more thing, which is I had a hankering. I have this linen bag that I always use for.
Oh, I thought this was your Naiad pullover sitting in
No.
there. Cute.
I have this linen bag that I use for everything, but it's like rapidly deteriorating. I've used it for many years, and I should have started to mend it at an earlier date. I still think I could, actually. But it's like on its last legs, and I'm like, wouldn't it be nice if I had a bag for Florida? Here, I have an entire skein of Ritual Dyes Undine DK. Certainly that will be enough for a bag. And then I forgot that with crochet you need 17,000 yards of everything.
Shoot.
So I only got like halfway through, I guess, the body of the bag. So it's like a net bag, and it has a square
Cute. Is it a pattern?
bottom. Yes, it is the pattern. The pattern is called Oleo Beach Net Bag by Yana Park, and I think the brand is Yarn A Global, and it's on Ravelry. It's called the Oleo Beach Net Bag.
We'll put it in our show notes.
Yeah. So there's like a square base. It's hard to tell because there's no structure because it's not finished, obviously, because at the end, once it's about twice as long as this or twice as high, it's going to have like an entire, handle situation
yes.
and like in single crochet that goes all the way around. I started as a crocheter, and I really re-found my love of crochet and knitting that friendship blanket that we talked about last week, and I'm like, this is gonna be such a good car project, that's just gonna go so quickly. I have I ordered actually on Friday. I'm like, I'll order this from Ritual Dyes, maybe it'll come, maybe it won't, and they shipped it to me and it got here
Good
yesterday.
job.
So I have the yarn to finish it on the trip.
Perfect.
And I think it will be really nice. But it feels really nice, and I just
really
love.
cute.
I think this is called like filet crochet, like when it's kind of like a
Filet
net.
crochet.
But yeah, I wish I could show the structure a bit more. But it definitely has like a bottom, and then you do an increase, and then it's like this. But it's going to be kind of obviously more square when it's in its final form. Right now, it's just kind of.
We will show the final form next time, if it ever reaches it. Cute. Virgin Mary. Babe, that's gorgeous.
James is gonna love this.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't do that.
Okay, what else have you been up
Wait,
to?
is that all that I had to talk about? Oh my god.
Well,
it
if that's
is.
all that you've been knitting.
What else have I been up? Oh my god, you go first.
Okay.
Nothing?
I have been up to really nothing. This is why I've kind of been up to nothing. I've been away from my house a lot, and this is what's kind of sad because with Virgo season, I have felt a new, like, renewed, like, get my life together, get my tasks done, have some more creativity, like more structured creativity, and I just haven't been home long enough to get it done. And that's just my truth. But
Yeah.
I am also excited because I can see the end. Like, I'm like, oh, I can see when I have more time, and I already have, like, set myself up well. But I guess this is what I did finish. I showed you guys this, I think, in different stages, but I love how it turned out.
Oh my god.
This is the Noro Madara, I think it's called. Shoot, I should have looked that up. In the color Sake, I know that. And so it's like cropped but with a really big rib, and so the thing comes kind of high. And then I just really like the long ribbing, and yeah, this is what I finished. Do you guys like it?
If Park doesn't sell 7,000 of these patterns, then the knitting community is canceled. Okay? Tasteless.
Tasteless. How could you not love this?
Well, I'll tell you how I couldn't love it. This yarn is beautiful. It looks gorgeous, but why was I sitting here feeling it as you talked about it, and I like felt my face go, it hurts.
I need to say something to everyone. That is particular to Jessie May because this has a lot of silk in it, and you can tell.
Ooh, it also has a lot of
It
scratchy
does
wool in
have
it,
wool,
and you can
but
tell.
I would never in a million years call this a scratchy wool.
It hurts me to have to touch it.
But everything
But it's
hurts
beautiful.
you to
It is
touch.
beautiful. It's true, but it's giving me sensory issues.
I love
Don't
it
let
so
it
much.
touch me anymore. No, I'm gonna get itchy now.
No, you're not. Okay, so I hope you guys liked that.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
I would knit it in something that is soft.
At least Jessie May likes it. Let's please get to this part. I have been waiting
But
patiently.
why don't I get to talk about what I'm knitting?
You already did.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Or
what you
I
finished. Go ahead. Yeah.
Because that's
Sorry,
what you finished.
I thought that we were in a different spot.
Oh,
Go ahead.
well, yeah. Now we don't get to talk about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is another thing I wanted you to talk about because Jessie May has been kind of working in secret on things, and so
I've been home for 3 weeks, and finally I can have some productivity in my life.
yeah, and so usually I get texted updates constantly, or at least I'm seeing them. And
That's not true.
Yeah, it is true.
Sometimes
it
I
has
like to
been
move in silence.
It has been the truth for the past 3 years. It has been changing. However, Jessie
in the last
May
3 years compared to what?
the
previous 3 years before that.
the last 3 weeks compared to the last 3 weeks.
I
been
frequently move in silence and will show up with a design that's finished after 1 week.
yes, but usually I get some insight.
Well, sometimes
this
you're not
is what
here and
happened
you don't get
to
be
me.
friends with me when you're not here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that this I didn't get to see at all, and all of a sudden it just came out as a test call, and I was like, "What is that? It's so cute."
Well,
All that to say that.
it was something that I knew I was going to have to write quickly.
Yes, I did know about that. I
And
guess.
so but I had already had the plan in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
If I have an idea in my mind and I know what I'm going to use and I know the gauge, I can pretty much do it. I can write it in my little head, and then when I get to the computer, I can just
And then you can
it's
go like
color
this.
work, so you can immediately knit it. And so I did this pretty little,
Oh, it's so pretty.
like oversized folk flower motif. Now, the original idea for this, I've always wanted to do like a yoke that was kind of inspired by like pottery florals, a little bit. And that's not exactly where I went with this, but I actually saw this pair of brick stitch earrings in this book that had like a similar motif to this. And I was like, I should do that in the colorwork yoke. It would be so cute.
Let's show it where the microphone's not cutting it off. Isn't that so pretty?
Yeah, I love how like jumbo sized it is.
Yeah, the big flowers.
And you know what? This is in Farmer's Daughter Pishkin. And I really like this. It's Rambouillet.
I love
And this
Rambouillet.
doesn't feel scratchy to me.
This is nice.
Although on my bare skin, it might feel scratchy after a while. But it is very, like, it feels nice. It has a little bit of a sweatshirt feel. Look at my little hand. It's like, this is how I always hold my hand. Limply and with no effort. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It's going to come out November, second week of November in celebration of Sacred Sheep. And I think that the kits that Candace does for this are going towards her Sisters United initiative. So sweater design in collaboration.
Just a
for good
casual
cause.
sweater that happened in like 2 days.
Color work knits itself, babe.
It is
so-
very fun so that you just
It
go.
took me-
Go.
It took me like the yoke took me 2 days and the rest of the sweater took me it probably took me like a week to knit it. When I'm zooming, I think that's like how
When you
long it
zoom,
takes
you
to knit
zoom.
a sweater. Yeah, and that's with only a few hours of work every day. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just
It's just a lint. Oh, a feather.
Maybe a lint. or
I
a
just
feather.
feel gross because I haven't washed my hair since, I don't know, maybe last week. Classic thing for me. So I have that, and then I think I showed this recently, but when it still had its ruffle, I decided to just
Farewell
go
ruffle.
farewell to the ruffle. I decided to just go with a little classic, same finishing as on
The finishing is beautiful.
on the arms and on the neckband, and then because I have not done just a standard tank top in this construction,
And you will do a ruffle one.
and I will do a ruffle one
at
yes.
some point.
But I do think it turned out cute. This is going to be called Freshwater Tank. It is coming out early May of 2026. I will be sending a testing call for this in the next few weeks, probably. But like I said, it's not going to be released until March. So the tests will be due in December, and then it'll be ready to go for spring. I originally wanted to release this in the summer this year, but life got away from me.
Life happens, and
it was too
summer
much.
is gone like that.
And the ruffle didn't work out, so
Yeah.
it was ready in July, but I was like, I don't like it, and so I had to just rework it a little bit. And
Goodbye, ruffle.
now I'm happier with it. I still am like, I want to do a cute ruffle tank.
I also
but-
want you to do a cute ruffle.
and I will, but
Okay.
not that one.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's it.
Now
That's
we
it
can get
for
to what I
whips.
was going to say, which is I'm
Or
very excited for
finished
this part
objects.
because Jessie has been quilting and I haven't gotten to see any progress.
I have been quilting. I've been planning on quilting for a while. I mean, I got a sewing machine with the intention of I wanted to use my sewing machine to sew regalia, maybe do some applique, but I really wanted to get into quilting and making quilts. And I didn't really know anything about it when I did. I knew
Best
some
way to
people-
start.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. But as I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, in some ways, this is very much a craft for me. But in other ways, just like time management ways and space management,
Space
I don't think I'll ever
management.
be a real like quilter until I have
a quilt room,
a quilt
sewing room.
Yes, a sewing room. But I did start. I started my quilt this week. I had like a really specific impetus. Oh, we were going to Wisconsin Sheep and Wool, and we were going to leave
Oh yeah.
not really early in the morning, but I was like, I need to be able to sleep tonight because I've been like kind of sleeping, going to bed late. I need to be able to sleep tonight, so let me stay up all day and really wear my let me run myself and like wear myself
Yeah.
out doing like sewing. So this is the quilt that I'm doing. It's called Maisie, and it's by
Gorgeous.
Jennifer Jones. Penelope
is so
Handmade, it looks like, is the brand. Yeah, and I don't know what got into me. There's a new sewing store in Lincoln Square,
I was just looking at it.
called Taylor Bird Fabrics, and I went into Taylor Bird, and I was kind of looking around, and I was telling the woman who worked there, Sam, I was like, so I'm a new sewer, and I have some like plaids that I want to use, and she immediately was like, oh, they're probably woven. Let me tell you some things about why maybe Like it would be
Love an
manageable, but like
expert.
but like maybe you shouldn't use wovens. She's like, you can't. I guess she didn't even try to steer me away from it. She's like, there are just some things
Had
that
you already picked out the quilt pattern?
no,
So
I
you
had
were going
not.
in. You were just
so
like,
I was
have
going
this
in because
fabric
I
and
have
wanna do
this all
something.
this beautiful fabric that
Yeah.
is like, it's like pastel plaids, but I don't know what I want to do with it. But I went to the store and I was like, maybe I could find a pattern that I could use that for. And then she said, okay, well, here are some challenges that you might, encounter with woven. Sometimes it's easier to do like quilting cotton for your first project. And I was like, you know what? Let me do that. Let me get the exact amount of like, because I really love the fabrics that I got, but I don't know that I'm ready to like, I feel a little precious about them. I'm like, I don't
make
want
sure you can do it.
to have like a weird, if, let me make my mistakes on my first quilt. So let me just get, a small amount of fabric while I'm here, enough to make the throw, which is 65 by 65, which is a good size throw. And I actually did end up choosing one woven because I really just liked how the sample looks.
Yeah, it's so cute.
And I got kind of similar colors, although the pink that I got is like quite a bit lighter than this pink. So anywhere there's pink, it will be lighter. But it's many half square triangles. So these have not been pressed yet. So these I need to. Quilting is all in the sewing and the pressing, or is all in the pressing. I feel like. So this is the half square triangles. They start out as big 10-inch squares, and then you cut them 6 ways.
So you'll like open them like this eventually, right?
And then they get open. Yes. So here I'll show you. So these
Wait, can
have
you put
already
the
been
sample?
pressed.
I mean the pattern back so I can see it. Okay.
And then all the quilt blocks kind of look like this, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to show too much of the pattern because I don't.
Yeah.
I think that's like.
People
but
will
then,
screenshot it.
Yeah. No, I just, and then here it is when they're pressed. Like you press the seams open on the opposite side, and this one is already trimmed. So there's going to be this one.
Cute. Oh,
And I've already
Gorgeous.
pressed. I pressed almost half of them. And then here's
love that
other one. And then they all will go together, obviously. These are not trimmed. They all get trimmed and squared up to 4 by 4 and 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch. And then they're all going to be together. So it's a white main color and then this kind of blue woven
I love
fabric.
these checkers with the
And
flowers.
there's all little checkered flowers, which is, I think, going to be cute. So that's
Really
what I have. I like it. I really, I like the technical part of quilting. I like the math and the sort of like spatial aspect and the magic of how it all works, I guess I
one is
never
a
really thought
fun
about how it
one.
worked. Yeah, it's like you...
So did Sam recommend this pattern? For
No,
like
I just was looking at the
looked
wall
and
and
you
I was
liked
like, I like this one, but it looks like it would be really hard because it looks like there's a
Yeah.
lot of places where like 5 points meet, and she's like, no, it's all half square triangles. Like actually that's the magic of it, like being a quilt. So
You have
it'll
done
probably
a lot.
take...
Look at this.
I have done a lot. I've probably done about 12 hours
all
of work
these together.
already. So my next step will be, there's 64 of these half square triangles left that I need to press and trim. Well, I need to trim all of them, but I need to press them and then I need to trim them. So that will take a while. It's probably, at least that'll take a day. And I've been taking things slow, like day to day, or like one day to do one thing, another day to do another. I did a lot the first night actually, but yeah. And then once they're trimmed, that's when I think I start sewing everything together. And that'll be kind of quick, but
Long
sewing,
stuff.
quilting is nice. You get to take breaks, which I like. You go from like you do batches. And you get to have your little assembly
That is
line.
nice.
It's satisfying. I like it.
It's also repetitive, so that because that is what's hard about sewing garments. Sometimes is like right when you feel like you're in the spot that you're like, oh, I got this. You're having to do the pocket now.
Or,
You're
like,
having to do
learn
the
a new
waistband
thing.
now, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I just learned how to do this. So
Yeah,
that
and
makes sense.
I think it's like good technical practice to learn how to quilt before I try to make a garment, even because I don't know, being precise. It teaches you to be precise, and I do like to learn in a good way.
Foundational
and I like to learn.
way.
I like to have I like to learn how to just do things the right way. So, I think this process will teach me a lot about you know, just how bad is it if I'm a little bit off on my 1/2 inch, like,
Yeah.
or my 1/4 inch allowance on some of the cuts, or, you know, whatever.
True.
So we'll see.
Oh.
But thank you to Sam at Taylor Bird. We had been interacting for a little bit, and then she's like, "Are you Jessie?" So we like,
Fame
and it wasn't.
recognition
Well,
at
it
this
wasn't
quilting
just.
store?
It wasn't just somebody who follows me. I actually mutually followed her back, but I feel like she
Oh.
hasn't posted for a long time. She lives in Chicago. I think that, and when I first started on Instagram, there was a period where, like, if somebody was a knitter from Chicago, I usually would follow them back, and then at some point I stopped. I just like stopped following accounts. It was like it felt like too much pressure, and I like always was worried that like people would wonder why I follow. I don't know, just a lot of whatever. But I followed her, and so it's like I remembered that she was I remembered who she was. And that was cute. But I didn't recognize her, when I first walked in. Because I knew her from a totally different... I didn't know she worked in a sewing store,
Yeah.
Like, she used to have a different job. And she's like, no, this is what I'm doing now.
Love it.
But yeah, it's great. Cute, really cute sewing store with a lot of, like, beautiful, like, modern type fabrics. So I liked it.
We are getting some quilting chats, which is, you will like to hear this because I think this is what you're planning on doing. That Kristen says, quilting is addicting. I hand quilt too, which is so fun. That's what Jessie was planning on doing too, which I can't believe.
Well, I'm planning on hand quilting everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the batting.
Because some people do everything by hand.
Oh, that's true. Whoa, that is really wild. Garments and quilting are definitely different. So clothing for years before quilting. Oh, you don't have to backstitch when you're quilting. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That's fun.
and also my machine, I did a number of, I have like some back and neck things, as you might imagine.
Wonder why.
But I did a number of things that would make my life easier. I like to get tools that make my life easier. So I got like a rotating cutting mat, and I got one of those strip rulers that are like a stencil for when you're cutting strips, and I got some seam rollers, and I got a nice ironing board, and I got a sewing machine that cuts and it does locking stitch, and it like can do an automatic back stitch if I need to. So there's like a lot of things that a lot of ways I set myself up for this to be really easy. So I think that also is why I'm having like a good time with it so far.
Erin says that my mom told me about a type of quilting where you put the blocks together with the backing and the batting. That's supposed to be easier for small spaces.
I saw that. I think I saw a TikTok about that yesterday.
That's
where
cool.
It's like,
so you kind of build it like this.
You build it, yeah,
in layers.
Yes, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I should maybe someday try that.
I wonder if that would be as fun because that's a little bit more like different steps all at once instead of like all the one step.
That's
at the
true.
same
I would
time.
have to look at how exactly
Yeah.
it's done. But no, I saw somebody who was piecing like squares together and kind of putting it down almost on like an interfacing, I think, and then everything gets put together. But that might be something else. So, but
I really want quilted pants. So
excuse me.
there's that.
Well, just something for me to think about.
Something for you to think about.
I don't know if I'll ever be making pants, but
Oh, well,
we'll
you
see.
can make the quilt and then I'll make the pants from it.
Well, this is actually the kind of thing where I'm like, it would be so fun if my friends were here and we were all working on a quilt and all doing this.
That's
or
the
like
next step, the friendship quilt blanket.
Because there are so many steps that like, if there were multiple people, finger pressing the seams and then doing the ironing, it would be like, duh. Like,
could have a
we could get
factory
it like going so quickly. But no, I'm excited to be learning another skill. And like, even if I don't know if I feel the dog in me yapping that's like, you're a quilter, you're a quilting lady. I think that I would never be able to be a quilting lady until I have a space that's bigger and I have a sewing room, because it's just my apartment is so small.
It is so hard to
it's
make
like,
it work.
I did a little video showing people how I convert, but it's also really hard to convey just how small my apartment is for how much work and art stuff I like do and want to do in here, and it actually stops me from doing art a lot too, which I don't like. But so I'm doing quilting though, and
a baby quilter.
I'm a baby quilter, and I was saying that it's like this is the kind of skill where I don't need to be a quilter, but I like being able to be like, I could make a quilt if I needed to, and I understand how it works, and that's something I like.
I could do that if I needed to.
I like knowing that if I needed to, I could.
Yeah.
And I like knowing that I understand fundamentally, like, how quilting works. Which I didn't before. So it feels good to do that.
Love it. I made a quilt coat from, someone had already put some of the pieces together. It was like someone had done the first step of quilting but didn't have the backing, and I had to like sew it together basically.
Oh, a quilt top, yeah.
But I did, the quilt top. But I did make it into a coat, and adding the backing and the batting was so fun for me.
Oh, you liked it?
I loved that
Okay.
part.
Yeah, because
but I
you
didn't
said it
do
was
it by
like
hand. I did it on the machine, and it was like.
I want to hand quilt. So James and Watt's mom, Susan, makes quilts for all her kids, and she made James a beautiful quilt. And she does all of the
amazing.
like finishing quilt, like the quilting part where you quilt everything together. I don't know if that's like what the actual quilting part is, but
True.
does it all by hand, just like with a long running stitch, and that's what I want to do.
You'd be good
I think
at
that
it.
I would think I would like
part.
that. But then I also have a sewing machine that has like a good amount of space between the arm is kind of long, so I could do it on a machine.
Do you want to be rustic or do you want to be modern? Time will tell.
Time will tell, and I don't have
this
very
top,
much. I don't have
You're
very
looking
much
really
time
rustic.
lately, so we'll see. I could fit so many hot dogs in these sleeves.
I wish you had one in there for
I
me.
am sorry, babe. So that's what I have going on with my quilting.
I think we are now at our section called the Hyperlocal Fiber Festival Tour that Jessie, James, and I went on.
Yeah.
We kind of started talking about it last time because Jessie showed off her socks that she was knitting
Right.
from the Michigan Yarn Festival, but I did not show what I got from that one. So how many weeks ago is that? Like 2?
3.
Oh, I guess, yeah, because
it
we
was 3 weeks.
talked about it in the thing.
Oh, I forgot you got that.
Yeah, I got this from the Michigan Fiber Festival, so about 3 weeks ago in
Allegan,
Michigan.
Michigan.
And this was from M1 Yarns.
Gorgeous.
Jamie, we love Jamie. We have been, like, Jamie has supported our work from, like, the very, very, very beginning.
An
It
OG
is
girls
so
ball.
sweet.
Yeah.
And this is a sock yarn, which isn't that so pretty? It looks like a sunburst.
Gorgeous.
I love it.
It looks like a tequila sunrise drink.
You're right. Glug, glug.
What are you going to do with that?
Well, I originally was going to do socks with it, and maybe I still will. But I don't know. I'm back in my stash busting days feeling. I feel
Would
that
be
a lot.
cute.
So
You feel that
really
dog
would
yapping.
be fun. That dog is yapping.
Yep.
And we wanted to say that
A summer fingering stash buster.
Oh, good idea.
Everyone loves a little fingering in the summer.
Jessie May, you guys.
I'm sorry that my friend is such a prude.
Sorry that I am. Please. What was I gonna say before someone started talking about summertime fingering? Oh yes, that very exciting news from Jamie is that she put together a new fiber festival, which is coming May 30th and 31st, called the Fresh Coast Fiber Fest, which that is so cute.
In Traverse City, Michigan.
Get it? The Fresh Coast? Great Lakes, anybody?
We love the Fresh Coast. The
So
third coast,
mark your
the West
calendars
Coast.
if that is something you would like to do. That is
Yay.
all I got from
And
that.
I already showed what I got last week, which
Yeah.
was my sock
We were
yarn.
being very deliberate
I
about
actually
what we
got
were
yelled
purchasing.
at when we went to Wisconsin because my friends were
Please,
like,
who yelled at you?
uh,
Wasn't me.
well, they said, "What are you looking for today?" And I said, "Nothing." And James was like, and he was like, "Typical bad attitude." And I was like, I feel like that's what I'm being honest. Like when I go to a fiber festival or anywhere, I usually am not going to be like, I'm going to spend $5,000 and here's exactly what I want. If something catches my eye, I will get it. But I don't like to have a lot of extra stuff. And so I'm not ever going to go to the festival and be like, oops, I accidentally spent $500. That's like just not me. Okay.
No, and more so, this is what I feel like I do need a few things in mind because I get so overwhelmed. But then the problem is the things I have in mind, I usually don't find. So that's where it gets tricky, because then I'm like, oh, great, I didn't find what I was looking for, and then I didn't really look at everything else that maybe would have been fun. But also, it's a great way to save money that way.
Yeah, I like
anything.
to have some ideas of what I want, but like also festivals can be very like you see the same thing over and over. And I don't know, sometimes I want stuff and sometimes I don't. If something speaks to my heart, I will get it, but I don't go there. I go there with a pure and open heart, not a bad attitude.
To see what's coming.
And to see what the
you.
universe has for me, or
Ooh, and now let's talk about what the universe did have for us at the Wisconsin Fiber Festival. The Wisconsin one
is better than the Michigan one.
Yeah, we're just going to say it. No offense to the Michigan Fiber Festival. It still was really great and had tons of great vendors.
Yeah.
But it was really hot, first of all, because it's 3 weeks.
Which
it's
isn't
like,
the fault of the festival.
Not the fault of the festival, but it is in the middle of August. So
it's
what
true.
do you expect?
Yeah.
And just like the setup and stuff, we don't know. I truly still cannot place why Wisconsin was better than Michigan, because Michigan still was good. But Wisconsin, as we say, reigns supreme.
Wisconsin reigns supreme. I also feel like the vibe was better, and that comes down to the people who were there. Like, everybody seemed more excited.
And the location was a little bit cozier.
It was very
not
cozy.
as spread out.
It felt much more like, it feels more farmy in certain ways, you know?
And
like,
maybe less vendors, but that
fewer
means
vendors,
like less of the same stuff
but it was
everywhere.
like a better variety of types of vendors. I would say in Michigan it was a lot of, indie dyed superwash, which is fine, but that's like, you can get that online, or it's not hard, you know what I mean, to like find that. Whereas I feel like in Wisconsin, there were just the variety of vendors was great,
and the variety of sheep
and
wool offered,
the types of wool,
lots of great ones, and just
it was
a
really
fun.
nice.
Maybe it's also because it was like the first one we went to last year and the only one we went to around. But no, it still was so cozy and fun. I think that the only problem
is at the
is
Jefferson County Fairgrounds. If you ever want to go, it's like outside of like an hour from Madison, probably, or a half hour
2.5 hours from us here, to a little 2:15. But what was I going to say? Oh, also something that just makes the Wisconsin one so fun is doing a supper club after. So do that.
True.
Oh, and something else that makes the Wisconsin one fun is that I got to finally adopt my very, very special son. So for those of you that don't know, what did James say on his YouTube about it last year? Was like a bear really like entranced, or like put a spell on Park and Jessie, but Park in particular. So there was a bear, an alpaca teddy bear at the Wisconsin Fiber Festival last year. Large teddy bear. And Jessie and I picked it up, and it is truly baby size. Human baby size.
Bigger than a human baby.
True. And it was the softest, cutest thing in the whole world.
And it has, like, when you hold it, it feels like it has bones, not to be creepy.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're holding a creature that's alive.
There's something so sweet about it. And, however, it also was $80, which, also, I'm not a stuffed animal person, so I was like, what am I going to do? Let this stuffed animal lay on my bed or something? No, I'm an adult, and I'm also not going to spend $80. Well, unfortunately, I spent 365 days thinking about that teddy bear and having extreme regret. Oh my God. So I said, we're going on the last day of the Wisconsin Fiber Fest.
Hopefully they still have
the bear.
Bears to adopt. Yeah.
And really, I hope they still had my bear, because there was something about his spirit that was so sweet. And we're walking around. They had one that was like a darker one than the one that I saw the year before. Wasn't as soft, and also was over $100.
$135.
What?
No. In this economy, no.
I said absolutely not. I've only prepared to spend $80
on a son.
And so then we keep walking, and we go through the other barn, And really towards the end.
Yeah, he was like one of the last
One of the
booths.
last booths.
Being displayed in the same way as he was last year.
On the, like, hanging, he had two little things right here.
Hanging from his armpits.
And I went, and Jessie said, that is the one. I said, is
That's
it the
your
one?
son.
That's not how I remember. And she said, no, that is the
It's
one.
him.
And we checked the photos from the year before. Absolutely was the one.
Same bear, for sure.
Is everybody ready to meet someone so special? Oh my god, just even looking at him again. He's so cute! Look at his face.
I haven't gotten to hold him. It's so
cute.
This is such a good stuffed animal.
Oh, you guys, I actually could cry looking at his face because he's just so round and just the sweetest. As you can tell, he's so fluffy.
We need our thumbnail.
Everybody, let me introduce you to my son. His name is Fredrick, named after the supper club, Fredrick's Supper Club. And usually he talks kind of like this. Hi, everybody. I hope that you like me, because I'm part of the show now. So,
Rawr.
yeah, I love him.
I love him. He's real big, babe.
He's so big and he's so cute. I could just look at. Oh my gosh! When I
Look
look
at
at
his
him in
lips.
real life, when I look at him in real life, he just makes me so happy. This is what.
Oh my God,
this
he's
is what they
so
mean when
soft.
they say, "Does it spark joy?" Okay.
This is what they mean.
This is what they mean when Marie
When
Kondo
they
says,
say-
"Does it spark joy?" I love it. Well, let me show you the rest of my haul, even though really this is mainly
He's
it.
so
This is
soft.
the only other thing I got, which is sock yarn. You're not gonna like it. It's itchy. Like a rustic
Not
single
really.
ply sock yarn.
It's beautiful. The
Fluorescent
color is
red,
gorgeous.
really pretty. And I think I will make socks out of it because I really love a rustic wool sock.
It's very pretty. My stash. I got a bunch of mini skeins from Hook and Shuttle Fibers. And what I was thinking of doing with these...
Very good.
What I was thinking of doing with these is I thought it would be really cute to do in the silhouette of Hello from My Colors, my little color work. I'm in a little bit of a color work arc, is do like a Hello from My Holidays Christmas.
So cute.
Like fun Christmas crop.
Hello
That,
for my holidays.
releases maybe in, I don't know, December if I can get my shit together. I will be releasing this without a test, which is something that I do sometimes now. But yeah, aren't these fun? Wouldn't this be fun for like a little Christmas palette? I was thinking this neon yellow could be like a star on a little Christmas tree.
Cute. Can you knit
Be cute.
Fredrick a sweater?
I don't.
I will.
I think Frederick's mom knows how to knit.
Yeah, I do.
I've heard.
I do. Casey says Labubu could never. So true.
So true. You should hang him on a keychain from your bag.
Never. The world is
Oh.
not safe enough for him.
The other thing that let me tell you what I'm entranced by.
Let me tell
As
you.
as I say, I'm not the kind of person who wants to spend $500 at a yarn festival. And then
Wait, I need to say how you reacted to this. So last year we went to the quilt show, and Jessie came across this booth, and then we were at the Fiber Fest. We didn't do the quilt show this year, and we went to the Fiber Fest, and Jessie walks up onto this booth and goes, oh, "The thimbles, the thimbles."
And then I had to stand at the thimble lady. There's a silversmith.
a long time.
Let's see, Jan Larson from Iowa.
Jan, you really know what you're doing with these thimbles.
An artist. She
These
makes
are so
gorgeous,
silver
thimbles.
They are like fantasy Lord of the Rings jewelry,
And
gorgeous.
you know what? I might wear this
elven.
for the rest of the show because look at this. So I was like, for my hand quilting, can you see that? Is it focusing? For my hand quilting,
Focus.
Osmo.
Focus. This is our other son. Osmo. Focus. Send that. I need to hold it this way so they can see the point.
Well, I'll put it on my finger.
Yeah.
No offense. But she makes these gorgeous thimbles, and this one has a nail guard, so like nothing will get in your finger. Can you see that?
So
my God,
pretty.
man. And it has, I don't know, it's just beautiful. I don't
It's
know what the
sexy.
stone is, but it's very cunty, and I now have one for each middle finger, so I'm going to be able to hand.
Jessie, stop doing that. We're
quilt.
going to lose our monetization. Make them kiss.
Anyway, I love these beautiful thimbles, and it was pricey, but you know what? I believe in romanticizing my life, and
Yeah, so do I.
some of us get to have an $85 bear, and some of us get to have an $85 thimble.
More than that. More than that.
More than that thimble.
It's, however, this is what I will say.
I
to
will
that.
use this forever.
And she even has a lifetime guarantee
She
on
does.
it. She says the only thing is don't lose it, obviously.
Obviously, but if
she-
anything happens to it, she will
replaces
repair
it immediately or
Yeah.
repairs it. And this is the thing, like when you are a
How
crafter,
are you going to fuck up a metal thimble, though? I don't know.
who knows? But when you're a crafter and you're dedicated to your craft, sometimes you do want the finer things surrounding it. Like you want
Always
to,
I do.
you're like going to use it so much that you might as well invest in a
I'm
nice
also
one.
I'm very loyal to the things I get in the beginning. I still use my. I think it's amazing that I built an entire career on truly a pack of Addy interchangeables,
Mm-hmm.
an Amish Swift that cost $25, and a yarn winder that was like $15, and I still use all of them to this day. So,
Mm-hmm.
what can I say?
You guys, I forgot to say something. Actually, to ask something. Did you guys notice that I have a haircut? And do you like it?
Did you guys notice that I don't have a haircut? You don't have to say if you like it or not, because
Well, I did it myself.
babe, it does look good. I've been wanting to
Yeah.
tell you that I didn't want to say it, but
There's some stragglers we need to get.
no,
Oh.
no. Recently, when I've looked at pictures of your haircuts that have been done professionally, I'm like, I like how Park cuts her hair in the back more, I think.
I do not think that it is my hairstylist's fault, because I go and I ask her for a blunt cut, and it does mean that I can do like my flip out and stuff, which I like to do, but I'm not going to be able to do that with this one, because how I cut my hair is I cut it curly and while it's totally dry, and I just go curl by curl because it does help keep the curl
Yeah.
pattern. And my hair cutter is a professional like curly girl cutter, but I just like to have control over it myself, and I like to know exactly how it's going to turn out, and I think that I know best.
Sometimes in the back, it kind of looks shaped like it's round, and when you cut it, it just looks blunt and flat, which is what I like.
And more so, well, the reason I started to go professional again is because I did, as you all know, give myself one of the worst haircuts that
She committed
anyone
a
could
crime
ever
against
imagine.
herself.
So I didn't trust myself anymore.
Which is
but
she saw her perfect haircut, the most perfect haircut she ever had, and she said, why wouldn't I go 2 inches shorter than this?
possibly 3. It was so bad.
It was really bad.
Oh,
it was
bad. It
It
was
was
kind
a
of
bad, an ugly haircut.
yeah, it was.
And it took a long time.
That was before you knew me, Fredrick.
I still remember getting that text from you and Gloria. Scary.
Really scary.
But it's over, thank God.
It's
over
over.
2 years ago now, I think. But the trauma remains.
Yeah, still not over it.
Okay, who's ready for my last
Oh, me.
item? that I
Fredrick
got?
is really excited for
Is
this.
he gonna wear them?
No, you.
Alpaca earmuffs.
Cute. Wait, let's take another thumbnail in case.
Can he be in between us, please? Let me get behind him. We took a perfect one before.
This is just to give us options in case. In case we want your earmuffs in them. The earmuffs are so cute. Jessie looks like a winter princess. Really,
Wait,
it's
why
your
are
exact
these feeling
vibe.
kind of long now.
Did you get the wrong one?
No.
Maybe
They
your
just,
hair
like,
is
feel
flatter.
kind of long.
It's your exact vibe of beautiful ice skater.
I love wearing white, and I actually really love wearing like stark white. Which is weird because I think according to my colors, my skin tone, I'm supposed to wear cream, but white looks so good on me, and it's simply that looks really cute. See, when I look at white on you, I'm like, that looks right.
Hello. No, this looks really right on you.
I love them. Alpaca earmuffs.
Wow, don't do this to
I
yourself.
don't
It really
know.
hurts your ears. It's loud.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't that so
I
loud?
don't like that.
Let's put
Oh
them
my
on
god, they're
Fredrick.
so cute.
They're so cute. I can't wait for winter.
Will I ever
to-
have occasion to wear them is a real
Yeah,
question. I
we're
hear
gonna-
myself like,
We're going to have to wear
Shouting.
them all the time in winter because
I love them.
so cute.
yeah, let's protect his ears from the shouting women.
Okay, those are our hauls from the fest, and we do highly recommend the Wisconsin Fiber Fest to everyone, to all. We will be making it
The
a staple
only
for
Fiber
us.
Fest, I think those are the only two I've ever been to. Oh, I've been to YarnCon one time, but even
I've been to
YarnCon gets a little
YarnCon.
scary for me.
I love YarnCon, and I also have been to the Trailing of the Sheep, which we
Oh,
do,
right.
we do need to go to sometime.
Right. We met so many nice people at Wisconsin
We
who
did,
said
yes.
hi. Thank you to everybody who said hi to us
Yes.
and said nice things.
Very
And
nice people,
maybe
very
someday we'll
nice
do the
things.
Madison. What is it called?
Oh yeah, the Madison.
The Madison Shop Hop.
That
Apparently,
sounds
there's
fun.
like a budding industry
When
of
was it
yarn
again?
shops.
October.
End of October.
We should do that. That would be fun.
If we sign up for the Madison Shop Hop, that could be fun.
You don't even have to sign up.
Oh, you just
go.
do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we should do the Shop Hop.
Oh, I wanted to just say a few more things, which was I just got one other thing. I was in New York. Upstate New York specifically is where I went to some
That
yarn
is
shops.
pretty.
And this is from Beetle and Fred in Beacon, New York. And it is really pretty. I am back. For a while, I was not buying like variegated sock yarn, but I'm back to buying it.
Great for your
This one
stash
is so
busters,
pretty. I
for
love the
sure.
like robin's egg with the
Yeah, I
different
love
browns.
That brown. That like
Oh, this is called Spun Right Round Tough Sock. And then I also went to a yarn shop called The Endless Skein in Cold Spring, New York, and I ended up just getting like needles and cords that I needed, but also a very cute shop and highly recommend if you're in the area. That concludes the knit nat.
That concludes the knit nat section. Now we are on to
Park
the
will always
chit-chat
find a way to
section.
sing.
Yep, I will. Memories.
No.
Are alone in the-
My nightmare. Being sung to. Unprompted and without consent.
Shall we begin our chit chat portion?
I think so. Is there anything else knitting related that we haven't talked about that anybody wants to hear about? We'll give a sec for the chat a sec to respond, but I feel like I feel
You
like
are
we're
being
really
told there
zooming.
is a slight ear peakage. Ear patrol. Thank you, Stella
Thank
Mar,
you,
Ear Patrol.
Stella Mare, you're my hero. Thank you for keeping an eye out for that. Oh my god, no, I really feel my ear wanting to poke out.
Of course.
This is what happens
But
when my
also
helmet
when you
is
have your
greased.
like little elf thimble on and you look like a little elf with your
That's
ears
true.
picking out
I
and
think-
in your corset.
I think that this
Very
was
elf.
making my, ear stick out.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Stella Mare.
Well,
Finally, somebody
let's
looking
get to
out
the
for me.
chit chat. He's
Do you
gonna
think he
say-
needs to go for a nap?
No.
Okay.
Does not. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see later, okay? But I'll keep him here
Yeah.
for now.
Chit chat.
Okay, we're going to start off with our books that we've been reading, which I didn't bring all of mine, but
Oh no, one of them is right
oh,
there.
one of them is right here. So I did finish Martyr. Very good. A book about death, what your death means, addiction, friendship, family, imperialism.
Important
topics.
topics.
Then I also finished The Pisces by Melissa
I
Broder.
loved that book.
And that is a book for
Perverts.
freaks,
Us.
for perverts. I loved it.
A book for us. I loved that one.
I love all of her books.
I love she is so funny and
we
weird
talked about
and
her a lot
perverted.
because we talked about Milk Fed, and then we talked about the Pisces a little bit when I was reading it, but I did finish it, and yeah, if you like weird, sexy stuff and a character and an author that is not afraid to just like get into all kind of the nasty stuff of being a human, highly recommend.
So good.
And then now I'm reading. So after that, I was like, I need like a how do I describe it? It's like I needed like
a grounding.
and not necessarily grounding, but like I needed like a beautiful, dreamy book, like a little less harsh, even though this is harsh in its own way. But I just was really craving Elena Ferrante. And this book cover, first of all of her book covers are
like
really
that.
weird, and I don't like them at all. This is of a doll's butt.
That's gross.
I didn't like it. So I'm sorry this is the book that I brought to show. But yeah, I don't know what, even her book covers for the My Brilliant Friend novels, I just don't like any of them. Sorry to say.
No, I don't either.
They're
I'm like,
just
what do
really-
they have to do with anything? They're
I
so
don't know.
generic.
They're
and
so
weird.
generic, and it looks, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't like them, and unfortunately it makes you not want to read the book.
Yeah.
But luckily I've already watched the movie for this. This is The Lost Daughter, by the way. I already watched the movie. I loved the movie, and this was kind of exactly the vibe I wanted as a farewell to summer book, because it's on a beach in Italy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm reading now. I'll tell you how it goes.
I read the first few pages of Milk Fed, and maybe I'll finish it. Maybe I'll continue reading, but I haven't been very good at reading lately. I'm sorry. What have I been listening to though? Sometimes I do an audiobook. I don't think I've been. I finished the Julia Fox one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I already had though.
I don't think you had yet.
Oh, well, I finished it. Wow.
Wow.
That was
What a life.
A wild ride. What a life.
What a life, and she's only 40.
And she's only 40 and very stressful. Like, actually I do not recommend it if you like are easily triggered or
Yeah,
it's like trauma after trauma kind of.
Yeah.
And she kind of like laughs it off, but I'm like, this is really rough. I don't
rough.
I don't like this for her. But yeah, it was like compelling.
Very
I'll say that
compelling,
much.
yeah.
And very different from how from my life experience. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, really something. Next, we're on games. Like I said, I, for once, in the past few weeks, have been feeling a little bit ahead of work. Like, I have some tasks that are in progress. I have some things that are written and going to be tested soon. I don't know, I just feel like I'm on pace for the first time since, like, spring. Summer's just, I think, always a little bit hard for me because I want to be doing everything all the time. And then I
you don't wanna be
overextend
working
myself.
inside.
And I'm always traveling, and it gets to be a lot, which is my fault. I could travel less and figure that out. But I've been feeling ahead of my work, which means that I have a little bit of time to myself, which means I get to play video games. And as you know, one of my cozy things that I like to just have on when I'm knitting is like people, Twitch, or like people just playing Stardew. It's my cozy comfort game. So I like watching people do it. And I'm like, wow, I really wish that there was a farming sim that I could play. I wish I could just start Stardew from the beginning again, which you always can. But I was
We're
like,
waiting for that
I need
haunted
a new
chocolatier
farming sim to play. And I had previously downloaded a game called Coral Island, which is really basically the same thing as Stardew, but it's like more Disney looking. I don't know how to describe it. It's more like Animal Crossing looking. It's like kind of more 3D. It's like 3D, and it's basically the same thing. It's like the same type. It's very obvious that there are many nods to Stardew in it. Like the grocery store is closed on Wednesdays, like classic Stardew things. It's very like directly references
What's
Stardew
the
in a lot
one
of
that
ways.
Stardew was inspired by?
Harvest Moon.
Harvest
that was
Moon.
from like the early 2000s, I want to say. A very old game. I actually haven't played Harvest Moon.
I know, we should.
Yeah, we should. Well, maybe it's on Switch. I'm not sure. Anyway, I started Coral Island. And it's really fun. It is similar to Stardew, like I said. The economy is a little bit different. There are many more NPCs.
Okay.
And there's like a fun diving aspect where you get to like clean the ocean, which is fun.
Love
It's
that.
cute. It's a cozy game in the same vein as Stardew for anybody who is looking for that. And I'm enjoying it. That, and then yesterday I downloaded, because I think I've just been in a little hole of, or maybe it was recommended to me because I've been searching for this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I want to know how you got onto the
Yeah,
downloading
no,
this.
I was just, I think I came across a list or something that was like 5 cozy games if you like Stardew Valley, and one of them was like Hello Kitty Island Adventure,
Cute.
which is not, I'm not like really I'm not into Hello Kitty particularly or into even that. Well, I wasn't sure what it was. So I watched a little bit of gameplay and I'm like, ooh, this looks kind of fun. It looks like a little bit less big brain than Stardew. Like, you don't have to do so much like planning, and like maybe it's a little more relaxing. It kind of looked like if Stardew was made for people who liked Animal Crossing. I have not played Animal Crossing, and no offense to anybody who has played it. I just have this idea in my head that it's like a little baby game for babies that's just like decorating your farm.
I have played Animal Crossing only on, because Caden was playing Animal Crossing, and he invited me to his island or whatever, and sorry, this is...
Is it a baby game for babies?
Unpopular take. It is a baby game for babies.
Yeah, and you know my mind.
I think
I would get bored.
Same. I was like, what are my
am I supposed to
tasks?
do? Yeah.
Where is my to-do list? What am I supposed to do? Every day I just wake up and I go around this island? I don't get it. And then I accidentally started stealing the things out of Caden's house because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I was like taking things to set up my space, and Caden's like, what are you doing? Put all of that back. And I was like, oh, sorry. I don't know. What's the point of this game? I don't get it. Sorry, we just like to work. We like to have our farm.
Well, you know what I was like, well, I don't know. It was why I hate Discord. I saw something on TikTok that was like somebody trying to do a takedown of Stardew that was like, why is it that like all of the like really popular cozy games are like capitalist dreams, or like they're just like people doing, all you're doing is like working all day. It's like so American. And then I saw somebody else come on, they're like, yeah, no, actually the reason people like these games is that they feel like they're doing work and then being actually paid for it. That's the dream, is that you're doing work and you're getting something for it, and you're like seeing results out of all of your toiling.
That's so funny. People like to have tasks and they like to achieve things.
It's normal.
That's a thing. That's human nature.
So over everything being.
That's so funny.
Like, leave Stardew alone.
Leave Stardew alone.
Eric Baroni is obviously an anti-capitalist, like,
with
lover
his
boy.
With his $350 million
literally,
or whatever. Yes.
Well, I was watching a video that says that he still lives in the same house with his
he
roommate, with his roommates and his girlfriend, which weird. But anyway, leave Eric Baroni alone.
We love
what's
Eric, his name
Concerned
again?
Abe.
We love Concerned
Or
Abe.
as the Stardew community calls him, CA.
CA. Ugh.
And leave Stardew alone.
Yeah, and he also only charges $10 for his game.
Truly, a man for the people.
Incredible.
And I think it's like $5 on a phone. You can play it on so many different consoles.
All this to say,
he never
Stardew
raised
Valley
the price.
is still reigns supreme.
Stardew Valley is my desert island game. I could just keep playing it over and over.
I actually think I still have more to do on my original game save, so I am going to bring it. And also, I think I probably have more in the update that he added.
It's true.
I don't know.
There's
I
a
need you to maybe
1.6
tell me
and there's an
about it.
entire new
And then
thing.
I also think I will go back to Pokemon Arceus because I still haven't beat it.
Yeah.
So, and I do think that I will be playing a few more games
Now,
soon.
the way you were talking about Pokemon, I don't know if Hello Kitty kind of looked like it, but there is an aspect of like, you're trying to like become friends with people so that they can give you a quest, and there's like friendship quests.
Do you
and you
have
have
to
to find
collect
people.
things?
Yeah, you have to collect
Oh.
you have to collect resource. There's like a little bit of a farming sim aspect, but there's also like an adventure and friendship aspect, which I don't know. I thought a game that didn't have me in my like little min-max speedrun mind, because that's where my mind goes in these games, would be good. And I do think the world of Hello Kitty is cute, and I would like to be more familiar with it. I loved Hello Kitty when I was a little girl, but I only knew Hello Kitty. I didn't know any of the other characters.
Me
I didn't
neither.
have like
I still
access.
don't know any of them.
Well, I'm already learning so much. So yeah. And Hello Kitty
Fredrick,
Island
it's time to go to
Adventure
bed.
does have a 2-player mode, so I think you can like play with friends if anybody else
Cute.
has it. Not that any of my friends will download it, but if they do,
If we do.
I'll try not to yell at them for picking strawberries on my island. I already found a lot of strawberry cake in my Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Something you love.
It's true. Okay, should we move on to the most important part?
Shall we move on to the topic that is the whole reason why we called you here today? Anyone who needs to dip out now because you do not want
All of the Survivor heads
Survivor
who haven't
spoilers,
seen any
it's time for you to go.
Survivor Australia versus the world.
Farewell
To you.
to you. Hold
Come
on.
and watch us later.
The tribe has spoken. We are right now, what is it called? We're right now snuffing your torch. And you need to leave because we cannot be held responsible for any possible spoilers that will be incoming in 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. So
Babe.
now that it's just us.
Background.
Background.
Wait, let's give extreme background.
Extreme background.
For anybody who, here's my history with Survivor. I watched the first season when it came out. I was like, novel concept, interesting. I really enjoyed it. My best friend, Sam Irby, has said many times over the years that Survivor is the best show on television and has been for 20 years or however long. The recent seasons are just kind of whatever for me, but I will say I've watched all of them. I would rewatch them. Survivor is so fun. I'm not even a reality show type girly. I don't really like this kind of competition show. Although that's not true. I've watched like Love is Blind. I've watched some, you know what I mean, some reality competition. But like I love reality competition where there's like a social aspect of like competition. And so I love Survivor, and I really got into Survivor during COVID, and I think a lot of people did.
It's a perfect show to get into during COVID because you're watching people out and about.
And the premise, for anybody who doesn't know, is everybody's on this island, and each week somebody gets voted off, and the
Outwit, outlast, outplay.
The goal is to be the last person on the island, and that's and
you win $1 million.
And you achieve that through a combination of like socially, allying with people, lying to people, winning immunity challenges. Although those didn't exist at the beginning, in the first few seasons.
Yeah, they did. Not immunity challenges did.
Oh, yeah. Immunity
idols.
idols. Finding idols, like that kind of thing. And so the original show was in the U.S. And then there's also a really popular version in Australia that some people say is not better than the old Survivor US version, but better than the new era of Survivor, which is like the post-COVID Survivor.
So kind of what happened is, so it really was about survival at the beginning. Like you were given rice and that was it.
And you were there for 39 days.
39
a long
days.
time.
39 days. And the challenges were very physical and intense. And
people were doing them on no food.
Yeah.
Right.
No food, no sleep, no nothing. And then now, like, the newer era or whatever is how many days? 21
it's like
or something?
20, I want to say 21 or 25 days.
25.
It's like many fewer days.
You get your sunscreen.
You get like a number of things.
You get your water.
I think they've always had sunscreen.
Have they always had water?
No, there have been seasons where they have to find
boil water.
I think. Yeah.
You have to,
or you have to like walk
make fire
to,
to boil water to make sure it's safe to drink. And so there's kind of like a new era of Survivor in the U.S., which I have not watched many of. I've only watched one season of that. Jesse's watched them all. But then the Australia apparently is more similar now to the old era of Survivor.
Yes. And in this old era, there was sort of a little bit less, fewer twists. Like, I feel like there are lots of twists now.
Lots of puzzles.
Lots of, like, I don't know, it's a shorter season, so there's less of the physical situation, which is, I actually think, okay. They had to, I think part of the reason they had to do this is they had to stop starving people, because there were people who, like, were on the show, and then they just say, like,
so
if you
scary.
starve for any amount of time, like, you never gain that muscle mass back. It's just, like, people get really sick and, like, lose weight and, like, whatever. But I would say that the modern version is much less focused on Survivor and more focused on, like, the social play. But
strategy.
Also, the, like, casting in the more recent seasons, it is that, like, it usually just includes a lot of people who are super fans of the show, which is annoying. It's like they're playing the show from the outside perspective of the show, so you don't really get to see.
And they, like, know too much.
They know too much, and they're trying to be too much a certain way, and it's just, I don't know, it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
As it used to.
Like I said, I only watched one season of the new one, but I've watched now. I still have not, like, full Survivor, because I've only watched, like, probably 8 seasons.
Yeah, but Park also gets too into it, I think.
That's what my background is of Survivor is. I've said this before, and I told the story about, like, telling my doctor that we would go on Survivor together. I get such a visceral reaction. Like, I can't, my heart starts pounding for them. I get so excited. Like, I cannot contain my emotions. So I have to kind of, like, give myself doses of it. Like, I'm like, settle down. You're 2 in Survivor. You need to take a break. I just finished season 1 of Survivor, and now I've decided, because at first Jessie was telling me which seasons to watch and in what order. And that definitely hooked me. And so now I'm ready to just watch in chronological order, starting with season 1. And I never watched it growing up. I knew, like, a few of the characters that really hit the mainstream, and I had obviously seen and heard about Survivor, but I was like, no, that's too scary. They're just going out and starving on an island? I didn't know.
You didn't know. So yeah.
So that brings us
So there's the Australian version, and then there's also other countries' versions. Like, I think there was a Canadian Survivor. There was obviously one in Finland. There was a South African one. There's, like, one in New Zealand. Like, many countries have, like, attempted to, like, do Survivor.
Yeah.
So that's the background. The other background is that we've already talked about Parvati in previous shows.
And
she was
Suri.
the winner.
We talked about the
Suri.
Black Widow Brigade already.
And that was the group of women in Survivor Micronesia who...
Season 16,
Season
I think
16. It is. They, for once ever in Survivor, people are always trying to make an all-girls alliance, and it never works, because... Usually it doesn't work because the head of the alliance isn't a girl's girl. But Parvati is the ultimate girl's girl. She gets the girlies together, and it is a real alliance. And they take out the men one by one, and it is incredible to watch. So,
in
like,
the Micronesia,
the most powerful alliance ever in the history of Survivor.
Yeah. Called the Black Widow Brigade. The things that they made these men do, like... So it's Suri and Parvati are, like, our 2 main ones we're talking about, because... we'll get to that.
Suri is, like, the woman she started off as a Survivor fan. Like, she claimed, what did she call herself?
She called herself, like, the couch, like, the couch potato.
The couch potato, yeah.
Something, like, watch.
Yes.
So she was like, why would I'm not gonna have no shot at going on this show, because I just, like, watch from my couch.
And then she gets on, and she's, like, the most brilliant social player ever. People just walk up to her and tell her things. Like, she's doesn't really have a very strong physical game at all. She's not, like, winning immunity challenges. She's also not outwardly, trying to wheel and deal with people. No. It's just the way that people walk up to her and tell her everything.
And give her everything. And then she also is a mastermind.
She has silent charisma.
She is so brilliant that she comes up with plans you would think there is no way that will work. And then it works.
And it's, like, with the tiniest facial expression, she can get somebody to do something. It's like so quiet and amazing.
It's amazing.
But she and Parvati ran that season, and Parvati,
As they said, they wrapped the men all up in their little web and they devoured them one by one.
Yes, and Parvati won the season. Suri has been on Survivor many times and never has been able to win, but people
her
call
tagline,
her the best Survivor player never to have won. So she has this. There's a huge Survivor fandom around her specifically, who really wants Suri to win, and that fandom includes me because I love her.
And me, because I also love
Yes.
her. And Jessie and I are both of the same mind, which you guys who also are Survivor fans, let us know if you agree or not. Suri should have won Micronesia, the
Yes.
Black Widow Brigade. She was the one that was coming up with the plans that you're like, there is no way. Like, getting someone to give up their immunity necklace, yeah, right. Suri made it happen. So she should have won Micronesia. Parvati should have won Heroes versus Villains.
Yes.
Because she ran that one. I do like Sandra. And
I do too.
she could have still won her other one that she won.
I think that in Heroes versus Villains, I think that was the best game that Parvati ever played.
Yeah,
and she lost.
and Parvati, still to this day, she's very bitter about it. She says that she got a bitter jury, and that's true. They were mad at her because it was Heroes versus Villains, and the heroes were so high and mighty, blah, blah, blah. They were hating her so much for playing the game, which, boo, that's so boring. And she did some incredible plays. She kept all the villains safe for so long, and then she made it to the end, and she absolutely should have won that season, but the jury was mad at her.
She is always, when people talk about, like, who's the best Survivor player ever to have played, there's, like, a tier of players where there are a couple of people who've won twice, and then there's, like, a tier of players where people say, like, these are the best people ever, and I think it's, like, widely agreed that she is one of the best people to ever have played, right?
Yeah, for
so
sure.
she's known to be
One of the best.
one of the best. But everybody...
She's only won once.
But she's only won once. And everybody in the Australia versus the world season has either been like a winner or a finalist, I think, in their
Actually,
in
no.
their season.
Some of them are only like 5th
Oh,
place,
really?
4th
Well, I
place,
think that
6th place.
Even in
But
Australia?
they're just like the beloved ones.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. But
Okay, let's just say that this brings us to what we're talking about tonight is Survivor Australia versus the world, which we were able to watch on YouTube or on Daily Motion. So
take
what
that
you
with
what you will and
Yeah.
see if you can still find it. But we were able to watch full episodes. But the premise is, Jessie has already talked about this on the last episode because Knit Nat Chit Chat, because I wasn't watching yet. But condensed timeline. So 16 days. 14 contestants. There were how many? 7 Australians. So apparently Australia's 7 best players, or like most beloved. 4 world contestants. So one was from Finland, one was from Quebec, one was from New Zealand, and
South Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah.
And then 3 Americans. So the 3 best of the best.
Yeah,
And
it was like Tony, who's won twice, Parvati, who's won and has been to several finals, and then
Suri, the best who has never
the
won.
best who's never won. So it's like the 3 of the top American players, right?
Yeah.
Ever.
And then there would be, like, it was just a condensed version, so the gameplay was so fast. It was 11 episodes
There were
or
no
something.
reward challenges.
No
They're only there
reward.
for 16 days. And it's just constant. I feel like in American Survivor, there's a lot of filler. And, like, it's not very good at telling the story of what's happening. But, like, this season...
No filler.
No filler. It's like...
And we wish there were, actually, because we wanted so much
more. I actually, like... I wish that it hit... And they were releasing 3 episodes at a time. So it was a wild ride. It was like... You could barely recover from the last episode until you're on to the next one. Which I wish that they had stretched it out. But...
So
obviously, we're going into this, and we are like, we want Parvati to win, and we want Suri to win.
That's all we care about. And unfortunately, it did make us feel patriotic. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Really big unfortunate. We were like, this is killing me, because This is how they introduce Tony, Parvati, and Suri, and I screamed.
There's a huge truck with an American flag
2
on it.
American flags.
And Parvati's like driving and has her little smirk.
Tony is standing on the back of the truck with 2 flags waving next to him.
It's so ridiculous and American.
I see a glimpse of Parvati and I go, was that Parvati? Is that Parvati driving? Oh my god.
And the production value.
Suri is out the passenger window like this. Oh my god.
The production value is so funny. It's so much higher and more dramatic and like kind of campy than American Survivor. And I'm like, uh-oh.
And it, like, I watched the intro probably 10 times because obviously I'm a Parvati and Suri super fan. And just even watching Tony on the back of that truck standing like, and he goes,
so funny.
I can't even do his little accent.
Yeah,
but
you can.
He's from like New Jersey or New York, I can't remember. And he's like, I've won Survivor 2 times, $3 million. So yeah, I'm here to prove that I'm the greatest of all time. And it's like, oh my god. And then Parvati, her intro goes, I've been playing this game for decades. For decades. Oh my god. And then she goes, what did she
I
says
can't
like,
think you remember this.
I watched
did
it
not
like
watch it
10 times.
I watched
And
it twice.
she also goes like, oh, you little Aussies thinking you can play Survivor. It's so cute.
Okay, what did Suri say?
I can't remember what Suri said. Hers
She
was
doesn't
not
need
as
to say
dramatic. She
anything.
doesn't need to say anything.
I think she's probably like, people know me as the best player to have never won. Or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. She's very understated.
Okay, so
I don't even know where to start.
I don't know where to
just
start
know that
either.
we went into this game and we're like, Parvati and Suri are going to immediately get voted off. They are known as the best Survivor players ever.
When they walk in, so there's the Australian tribe is standing there, and when the world tribe walks in, which is the world and the Americans, they walk in, and people on the Australian time are like, oh, Parvati, oh, Suri, oh my god, it's Suri. Like, they didn't know, and they are the names that are getting thrown out like that. Tony, too. It was like, Tony, oh my god. So immediately from the beginning, you know, these are
the best who have ever played.
the best who have ever played. Like, what do you think you need to do? You probably need to vote them out. Unfortunately, though, this is what I couldn't reckon with, or like I had to reckon with, is I would not be able to vote them out.
Oh, absolutely
I would
not.
immediately want to play with them.
Right.
I would want to be in their alliance.
And that's how it went.
And that's how it went. They are so charismatic. They are so good at the game.
They're so smart.
They're
and, like,
smart. And honestly, they are very trustworthy.
they are. They're loyal.
They're loyal. So Parvati and Suri they had like one moment at the beginning where they're like, we're good, right? We're good.
We're good.
And then they were a tight alliance, which we love to see the Black Widow Brigade back together again. Then
Why didn't anybody else notice and immediately vote them off? At no point did they get...
so wait. Let's just come out and do the spoiler, which is that...
Wait, okay, this person is saying classic Survivor, they never vote the celebs out. However, all of the players
Everyone
are
was a
celebrities in their
celebrity.
own right, including people who are on the Australian tribe. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, the best players of the Australian tribe. There is one guy on the Australian tribe named Luke, who apparently is a terrible person outside the game. But when he had his season of Survivor, he came in second place. And Australia was so mad that he didn't win that they started a GoFundMe for him and raised way more money than what the actual prize money for the game was because they loved him so much. Like, these
That
are
is
all...
how beloved these characters
Yeah,
are.
and they're like iconic in
There's
their...
also the golden god of Australia, who is
David.
so beautiful.
So sexy.
Oh my god.
I did
And
not know about him, but I
Aus-
haven't watched Australian Survivor.
Right, and to the Australian tribe's credit, they did get him out because that's what
Immediately.
you should do.
'Cause that's
when
what you should do.
He is one of the best. Okay, so I think we just have to say what ended up happening so that we can talk more about it.
Yes.
But what ends up happening is that Parvati and Suri get to the final 4 together with 2 Australians. The way that it worked... Oh, and so we get to that episode. They show a preview of the final immunity challenge. They show what it is, which is kind of like a torture. Like,
You're standing on pegs.
you're standing on pegs that get smaller and smaller, and you're holding up like 20% of your body weight on these things.
on like strings, right? Or
Like
on
this.
the rope.
And you have to stand up.
You have to stand and then you're gradually moving to more of a splits position on smaller pegs as time goes on. Or it's a torture situation. Yeah.
However, what makes Parvati one of the best players ever is that she has endurance and mental and physical stamina like no one else.
Oh, this girl is a girl. She's probably 5 feet tall. Actually, I don't know how tall she is, but she probably weighs 110. She's tiny.
Mm-hmm.
She is so slight looking.
She, in her Micronesia season, she had her arm in the air like this, straight up, for 6.5 hours just to win reward. Wasn't even to win immunity. 6.5
Her
hours.
endurance, like, is capacity is just
mind-blowing. So this was a challenge made for her, okay? And then they show a preview of it, and she is standing, like, in the
so
most,
serenely.
like, I am here zen pose of, like, not even showing a single ounce of pain or falter.
And this is for, like, the final immunity, where it's the only person who's really in control of their own destiny after the final four is the person who wins immunity.
Yeah.
You really have to win that one.
And she really needed to win that one because nobody wanted to go against her in the final because she played an incredible
Why didn't they
game.
think of that before?
Maybe you should think about that. She's going to win the challenge. She's going to win the challenge. But, oh, thank God they didn't think of it. That's how we feel. So, Parvati ends up winning. She's gonna vote. She's gonna try to get Suri to the final with her. They've wanted that forever. It was so sweet. They talked about like how fated it was that like the two of them were here again, making it this far, and what it would mean to like sit in the final tribal council together. And then, but then at the last minute, the Australians decided to make it a tie. So Suri had to go to fire.
Suri's entire history with fire is that she's lost before.
So it's a race to who can make fire the fastest and burn a little rope. And yeah, she's lost so many times by fire, and even one time she messed up she didn't win something for her tribe even that season because of fire.
Yeah.
Sad, horrible. And it looks almost close, but then Suri does lose.
In fire, which is
so she
so
got
sad.
4th place, and it was like again one of those moments that's like, no, we thought this was the one that she was gonna like get to be on final tribal council at, but I still think it would have ended the same way.
I think that if Suri had been if it was Suri, I think that Parvati would have won against anybody. I don't think anybody would have beaten her.
There is still hope, though, and I'm holding out hope because Suri is in season 50 of the U.S. Survivor that's happening soon.
That's coming out in March.
So there is still hope.
There's still hope for Suri.
Okay, so
wait, I heard something today on a podcast. I listened to some Survivor podcast. I actually was listening to this podcast where for whatever reason the two hosts got to be there on the island, like during as part of the crew.
Cool.
Yeah, and they were talking about the fire challenge.
Wait, Knat Chit Chat?
Yeah.
Time Survivor? Can you guys invite us?
Collab.
Jeff, I know you're watching.
And how watching the fire challenge, because they obviously too are Suri super fans. Like everybody wanted Suri to win.
Yeah.
But they were saying that it was the most exciting, like the best fire challenge ever in Survivor, just how close it was. Because everybody thought Suri was going to get demolished. Like this guy Luke was like known to be such a good fire starter, and Suri is known to just have problems with fire. And there were so many times you could tell he was panicking, and she almost beat him. Oh. She almost beat him, but apparently they were talking about when she was making it and how she was doing it and how tears were just like you couldn't see on camera, but tears were streaming down her face because she just was like having such a
oh my God,
hard time
that
with
gives
it.
me chills. And makes me want to cry.
I know. But anyway,
it was so sad.
It was really sad,
and yeah,
and everybody wanted her to win.
Everyone wanted to.
But I don't know. It's like if she had gone to the finals, would she have won?
What we talked about was that what Suri actually needed to do, which is so sad and horrible, but that's what she would need to do to win, is she would have needed to blindside Parvati.
Yeah.
And she would have needed to get her out at 4.
Yeah.
So that it was the 3 of them. Because they needed to get her out before Parvati could do that final immunity challenge. Because the way that Parv played this game was so intense and smart, and she had all the power like the whole time,
Yeah.
that I don't think anyone could have not
Yeah.
voted for her. Well, they could have because you love Suri. But
Yeah.
this game. So anyway,
At
Parvati won.
At Final Tribal, Parvati was like, yes, she, not one vote cast against her. Nobody cast a vote against her. She's like, yeah, so I didn't get any votes. And she's like,
During her speech, Jessie and I were watching it, and we were like, "That's right!" I'm so happy she said that because she was like, "So I walked in onto this beach with the biggest target on my back, like
which she never talked about throughout the game. You never want to be like, I have the biggest target, but she did.
She did. She said, I walked in with the biggest target on my back, and I had to like play extremely hard, and I need to remind you all that this entire game, did not receive one vote. And then she kind of was like in disbelief, like looking at them, like, and I couldn't believe that.
I couldn't believe that. She kind of was laughing.
It was like,
true. Why?
And we were like, that, how does that even happen?
You have to be so personally charismatic to have people forget that you are who, like, you are in that way. It is,
and
like,
she went up
unbelievable.
against like every tribal council. People were trying to get her out at the beginning, and it was basically
And everybody
like,
who came for her went home.
anyone who came for her at tribal council or before went home, and she did it cleanly. She was like, goodbye, you're done, you're
Even
done,
the first
you're done.
one, there was like, apparently she had played on Deal or No Deal Island with this guy, David, from the other side, and she tried to like use that as leverage with this like real meathead of a dude named Rob from the very beginning, who she's like, oh yeah, well David on the other tribe really like wants to play with you. I know because I like played this other game.
Yeah,
like,
I
with
haven't
him.
told anybody about that.
And so they get to tribal, and he tries to like be like, oh yeah, well I have this secret information.
Yeah.
Like Parvati and David plan to like play together, and like she told me blah blah blah. Which, by the way, I learned on the podcast that she had already told Suri about that. Suri did know.
I'm
It wasn't a
sure.
surprise.
Yeah.
Suri just like wanted to collect everybody to make sure that they were still on board. But I learned something really funny about that tribal, which is Rob was like then scrambling because he was trying to get everybody to turn on Parvati and he couldn't. And as he's trying to scramble, he was like, he kept calling Tony War Dog. Did you?
What's War Dog?
He was calling him War Dog, and I didn't even know this. I like forgot about it. Apparently, he had Tony confused with this other bald guy from season 38. He didn't know who Tony was, and he had him confused.
Two-time winner Tony.
He had him confused with a different white guy who was bald from season 38. And he's like, come on, War Dog, War Dog. And then at some point you see his eyes get really big because he realizes that Tony's not War Dog. And he's been playing him thinking he's a totally different white guy from the United States. Oh my god, that made me laugh so hard.
Oh my god. And you need to know Tony
Oh,
because
it's
you need
so
to be
funny.
watching every
It's so
move.
funny though because Rob was so like
It was just like, it was just watching a master at work, like, play, because she has a social game like no one else. She created her all-girls alliance again. She kept saying it. She was like, oh, Black Widow Brigade 2.0, we're back. Ooh, all-girls alliance. I
We're
love
back.
that. Dun, 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 dun. And then once, on the one tribal that she was about to get blindsided, she had been feeling the vibe. They had a plan. She was in an alliance with Suri and the World Tribe. And she could feel at camp something was amiss. And you see her under the tent kind of like, She's like, I've played this game enough to know when something is off. And then at that tribal council, she pulls out, she goes, and you know what? I need to just put something on right now because the vibes are really off. Like, people have been off. And she pulls out an immunity idol that she found. And she goes, and I don't know if I need to play this for me or Suri tonight, but it will be getting played for one of us tonight because you've been sketched tonight. You've been sketched tonight. Some things are wrong, and I can feel it. And she was absolutely right. And then she also bluffed about an advantage to make her even more powerful and to send one of her biggest competitors home. Oh my god. I think I screamed, cried when she won every single vote at the final tribal council, basically by saying, like, I know that we're all big game players, so I hope you guys can respect that I played a perfect game and I played really hard, and that's what this
She
game
played
is.
against the best of the best of
And
the entire
she
world, and she
is the best of the
dominated.
best.
I can't believe that people can even make arguments that anybody else had a chance.
She got every vote
was so
except for
dominant.
one. Boo, Sarah. That was
And that was
so
a pure
loser,
hater vote,
pick
which
me
is
behavior.
really funny.
Yuck.
Really funny. Shout out to Erin Hussey, who is providing a
Erin.
lot of commentary.
Yes.
Yes, Parvati is a yoga teacher, so she has that core strength. She has the balance. She has all of that. And yes, War Dog from season 38, who couldn't throw a ball. He's like this huge dude and just like not athletic in the ball throwing way.
Oh,
Really an incredible, fast-paced,
one of the best
season.
things I have ever
It
watched.
is an incredible season of television.
I screamed. I got chills. Like every episode, Jessie and I were texting each other like with our reactions, and it was like you couldn't even put into words what you were watching.
It
Like,
was our Super Bowl.
It was our Super
and our
Bowl.
team was Parvati and Suri, and they
And
made
they
it to
won!
the end.
And I count it as a win because Suri,
Yes.
when Suri votes for Parvati at the end, she goes, and I'm not just voting for you because I love you. I'm voting for you because I really believe you are the best Survivor player in the world. And now
now Parvati's retiring from Survivor.
And she
It
said
is
she's
alleged.
done.
She said she's done. I hope she doesn't waste the money on another.
Yeah, in her book we learned that she put all the money into like a gym or something.
Like a retreat, a yoga center.
She didn't win
in
as
LA.
much money this time, unfortunately.
No, it was only $250,000.
Yeah.
But she should give it to Suri. Honestly,
She should, but Sarita's not going to need it because she is going
gonna
to
win
win
season 50,
season
okay?
50. And she already won Traders, remember,
Yeah,
you guys?
She did.
But wow, I think that I screamed, jumped up when Poverty won. It was
I have
just
video footage
perfect.
of Park.
I need to see that.
Well, it's funny because the video. I think you sent me a video, or did I send you a video?
Oh, I sent you the TikTok of the people
the guy-
being like,
No, what about the guy who like
"Praise the
leaps
Lord."
forward?
Yeah, he
He
jumps
leaps
and he bows
That's,
down at the
that
ground.
is what you did. You didn't bow down, but you did jump forward, and then it was really something.
Because, you guys, you have to understand, I am a super fan of Parvati and Suri, and starting this season, there was no way they would win.
No
Besides,
way. They should have been target number one and
one
number two
and two
Everybody should have gotten rid of them.
and then you watch them and their gameplay, and you go, "There's no way they can't win."
They're
now.
so personally likable. I
They-
think like people just like them, and they know that they're being played, and they can't say no to them.
They like
They
don't
want
even
they
do
want to
anything.
play with them so bad that it like is more
And
than
I get
however
it. Yeah.
however
How could you
threatened they
not?
are by them.
And they will come up to, like, people will come up to them and be like, "I have an idol." What? Why are you telling the most powerful and dangerous people in your camp that you have the idol? You need to be secret.
Ding dong behavior.
And they will be like, "Oh, I think they're going for you tonight." And Parvati would be like, "For me? No, let's go for him." And they'll be like, "Okay."
well, the time she walked up to the girls, the best thing about Parv is like she walks up to the girls, she knows she's the target, and she walks up to the group and she's like,
Who is it
"Who
tonight?
is it? It's me.
It's me?
Oh
No.
my god, no, it's
No,
me.
is it me?
Is it me?
No.
Oh my god, it's me.
Let's get him. Let's
get
vote him instead. And this is the
Ugh.
other thing. To give Parvati credit, she does stay true to her girls.
Yes.
Except for Kirby. Sorry, Kirby. That was just
That
you're a
would've been too
casualty, and Kirby
dangerous.
understands.
It would have been too dangerous.
But she does stay true. She does want to do an
She
all-girls
does.
alliance
And
at all
also,
times.
Watching Parvati and Kirby together, I am like, I need a season of lesbian and queers only Survivor
yeah,
because
we
I
do.
need more
We
girl
need there
on
to be a
girl
lot of
flirtation.
sexual
I need there to be
tension.
sexual tension between women.
Yeah, we do need that. Jeff, make it
Jeff,
happen.
make it
or
happen.
Jonathan, Australia, make it
Ugh.
happen.
Well, Jonathan
not
is
anymore.
no one. The host
David,
of Survivor,
make it happen.
Australia, sexy.
He's very
He's
sexy.
very sexy.
And was refreshing.
It was refreshing. I'm over Jeff.
Yeah, we're a little
Probst.
bit over him.
He needs to like hand over the torch to somebody else.
However, it's fun to see him because I just watched season 1. It's fun to see him like
young.
and like nervous about his idea
Yeah.
and excited and like figuring it out and like, what about this? I don't know. It's kind of fun. But I do love Jonathan a lot.
So I don't know. I know we spoiled it for everybody, but
You still need to watch the season
for the 4 people still here,
and we didn't share so much of what happened. Like
we could
couldn't. Never. There's too much. And I will be watching the season again and forcing everyone to watch it. Start with the Black Widow Brigade, though, Micronesia season,
Yeah,
just so you can
so good.
really, really enjoy it.
Watch all of Parvati's seasons. They're so good.
So good.
Okay, this concludes the Survivor portion of the conversation. Maybe we'll never talk about Survivor again,
Yeah,
although
right?
probably we will.
Probably we will, because I'm just now working chronologically through.
The
Come on.
gameplay was
People
so
will like
good.
Survivor talk.
What am I going to watch that's going to beat that ever?
Nothing.
Now I have to watch the stupid season 49 of American Survivor.
I
No,
know.
thank you.
I know. We'll watch 50 when Suri wins.
Yeah. Babe, are we at
We're
the
done.
end?
We are done. We're more than done. We've now talked about Survivor for 1 hour.
Well, truly, I think we've been talking about it for an hour.
That's just
Sorry.
our truth. We love you all so much. Those of you who are still here, those of you that have left, we love you just the same.
Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you want us to
Let us know in the next 30
30
seconds.
seconds.
Just kidding. I'm not counting down like that.
Maybe we'll be at the Madison Chop Hop. Maybe we won't.
Yes.
Probably we won't, but who knows?
What we do know for sure is, well, as sure as we can be, is that the next Knit Nat Chit Chat is going to be October 8th. Same time,
Wednesday?
same place. We would still love it if you would call the Chit Chat
I was
hotline.
just thinking, is the Chit Chat hotline dead? I feel like we've gotten maybe 1 or 2 messages, but
Give us a call.
just if you want. But
872-204-6976. Also, you can text. I know we
can.
like to do that in this day and age.
you can.
You can let us know what you'd like us to talk about in future episodes, what you liked about next episodes. You can say, please stop talking about Survivor. I'm getting sick of
We
it.
hate you.
You can say,
No more boobs.
You can say, cover up.
cover your titties.
Cover your titties. It's getting
Getting old
too
and cold.
obscene. Okay, we love you guys so
we
much.
love you. Bye-bye.
Okay, let me cue us up. Hold on, please. Please hold. Goodbye.
Goodbye. This episode was made possible by the support of viewers like you.
Artwork by Caden McGreevy. Music by Dan Poppin.
Call us on the Chit Chat hotline at 872-204-6976.
Again, that is 872-204-6976.
This is Jessie May.
This is Park.
We knitted.
We natted.
We chitted.
And we chatted about Survivor.
See you next time.
Goodbye.